The lie you were taught. You were lied to the moment you started trading. Not maliciously, not intentionally, but the lie was there, waiting for you. They told you that if you studied hard enough, if you mastered the concepts, if you found the right strategy, and if you gave it everything you had, the market would eventually reward you. Now pause for a moment. Look at yourself. What have you actually achieved? Be honest. You feel stuck. Nothing has changed. But the system quickly protects itself. It tells you that quitting is for losers, that persistence alone guarantees success, that if you just keep pushing, the breakthrough will come someday, trapping you in an illusion that looks like discipline, and so you stay, locked inside an illusion disguised as motivation. You opened charts, you watched tutorials, you learned patterns, indicators, strategies, one of the most effective psychological traps ever created, because the cage does not look like a cage, it looks like hope. Jim Cramer, a physiologist, said in his famous philosophy, "Hope is a bogus emotion that only costs you money." This video is not self-help. It is not motivational. It is something far more uncomfortable. If you prefer comforting stories, you can scroll away now. But if you are still here, good. It means you are ready to confront something most traders never will. The truth. You believed that you had finally discovered a path that could change your life. But then something strange happened. The market did not behave the way you expected. Your strategy worked sometimes, but other times it failed. And when it failed in ways that felt personal. You hesitated, you exited too early. You watched profits disappear. You held on to losing trades, hoping, praying that they would come back. And slowly, the excitement turned into something else. Confusion, then frustration, then doubt. You started asking yourself a question most traders eventually ask. What am I doing wrong? Because surely, the problem must be knowledge. More indicators, more analysis, more strategies. But what if the real problem was never your strategy? What if the real problem was the way your mind interacts with uncertainty? Phase 1. The market is not your enemy. Most traders believe the market is against them, but the market has no intention, no emotion, no opinion. It does not know you exist. The market is simply a stream of price movement, created by millions of participants making decisions. And every one of those decisions reflects human psychology, fear, greed, hope, regret. The market itself is neutral, but the way your brain interprets the market is not. Because your brain was never designed for trading, it was designed for survival. Thousands of years ago, uncertainty meant danger. If you heard a sound in the forest, your brain had to assume the worst. Your heart rate increased, adrenaline surged, your body prepared to fight or run. That system kept our ancestors alive, but in the modern world of trading, that same survival mechanism becomes a liability, because every trade introduces uncertainty. And uncertainty triggers the same biological response. Your brain interprets a losing trade as a threat. Your body releases cortisol. Your heart rate increases. Your mind begins searching for ways to escape the discomfort. This is why traders close winning trades too early. The brain wants relief, and it is why traders hold on to losing trades. The brain wants to avoid accepting pain. In other words, your brain is trying to protect you, but in trading, that protection destroys you. Phase 2. The dopamine illusion. There is another chemical shaping your decisions. Dopamine. Dopamine is often called the reward chemical, but that description is misleading. I call this dopamine detoxification. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical. It fuels expectation, possibility. The same chemical that drives gambling, addiction, and anticipation. And the markets feeds on this chemical. Each day the market feeds on you, something more subtle happens. You give your time, you give a piece of your life to the market. Soon or later, you will realize time. Time is something valuable you've been giving away freely to the market. Every time you imagine a winning trade, your brain releases dopamine, and the brain begins to crave that feeling. This is why trading can become addictive, not because of profits, but because of possibility. You begin chasing the next trade, the next setup, the next moment where everything might finally work. Social media makes this even worse. Every day you see screenshots of profits, luxury lifestyles, traders claiming they cracked the code. The 3 a.m. motivation. Your brain sees these images, and eventually you succumb to what I call dopamine compulsion. And dopamine floods your system again. It convinces you that success is just around the corner. But dopamine does not care about reality. It only cares about stimulation. And stimulation can easily be mistaken for progress. Next time you feel the dopamine spike in you, you just have 10 seconds to leave. The sudden feeling of excitement just because you had thoughts of trading when looking at the chart. Close that screen. Get out of that chair, because you are no longer the one sitting on there. You have been possessed psychologically. You have seen it in movie where the evil spirits take control over the weaker individuals, the easy targets. And you think you're different from them because it is just a movie. What if I told you nothing changed? It happens every day you succumb to the stimulation. The market has tapped in your cognitive dissonance wiring, and the market will feed on your dopamine till it dries you up. Next time you feel that excitement, then something is wrong. Evacuate that scene. Treat that moment like you just witnessed a car approaching full speed at you, because it is. And if you do not realize before it is too late, that's the moment you start to rethink your life purpose on this earth. Phase 3, the solar theory. There are two groups of traders, the consistent winners and everyone else. The difference between them is like the distance between the Earth and the Moon. Both are celestial bodies in the same solar system. Both share the same space. But their nature, their characteristics, are as different as night and day. In the same way, anyone who places a trade can claim to be a trader. This is what I call the asymmetry illusion. You see it everywhere in today's world of hyper-self-broadcasting. Social media traders, fake gurus, wannabe trading influencers. You watch them every day, and slowly you are poisoned by the dopamine spikes they create. A feeling that you too have earned the medal of being called a trader. On social medias, you slam the FX on your profile. It makes you feel like you belong, like you've earned it. Let me ask you, if a big firm asked to see your equity curve for the past 1 year, do you think you can prove that? That is left for you to answer. In reality, consistent result do the talkings for you. But if reaching the moon represents success in trading, then yes, reaching the moon is possible. But the journey is brutally difficult, and only a few ever make it there. From the perspective of Earth, when you look at the moon at night, it appears close, almost within reach. Trading success feels the same way. It looks close. But appearances can be deceiving, because in any given day, week, or month, the markets make vast amounts of money available to those who truly understand how to trade. That may sound profound, but it is reality. The markets are in constant motion, and because of this motion, money is always flowing, which means the possibilities for success are greatly magnified and seemingly within your grasp. I use the word seemingly for a reason, because there is an important distinction between the two groups of traders, those who have learned to become consistently profitable and those who never cross what I call the threshold of consistency. For the traders who cross that threshold, the money is not just visible, it is truly within their grasp. If you are still watching, Something inside you recognized these ideas. Maybe you saw yourself in the frustration, the hesitation, the sleepless nights, because trading confronts people with uncomfortable truths. Truths about ego, truths about fear, truths about discipline. Most people run from those truths, but you stayed, and that means something. Maybe something inside you wants change, and maybe that is where real transformation begins. If this video made you reflect, if it challenged the way you think about trading, consider subscribing, because the next lesson might change the way you see the market forever.